Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us in TommieMedia's The Locker Room. I'm Joey Swanson. The St. Thomas football team is adjusting to new practice guidelines this fall amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The MIAC postponed competition until spring, but has allowed teams to practice in pods of 25 or fewer players since September 21st. With coach Glenn Caruso, who's headed into his 13th season, joins us. Thank you for coming in today, Coach.
Happy to be here.
So, first question. You are currently holding practice in socially distant groups. What does that look like?
It looks exactly like you just explained it, right? So it's trying to find ways in small groups to replicate a lot of the movements, break down the skills so that the movement patterns and the exercise can be done. But it is gravely different than what we would normally be practicing at this time of year, and that in and itself is a great education.
And I'm looking at a see-through mask right now. Where did you get that?
I'm glad you asked. Matter of fact, Ben Becker, who's a senior mechanical engineering major and a left tackle for us from Eden Prairie High School, we had a series of Zoom meetings throughout the spring and also the summer as a team. And you can imagine 100 guys on a Zoom call. And one of the conversations that came up was what's lost in translation when especially someone who might be more demonstrative than the average person cannot have their face read. And so what I love about it is, without even asking, he saw an issue. He tried to find a way to solve it. And so this is going to be one of his senior projects in our engineering department. And I think it's just an unbelievable microcosm of what our kids are like. Wonderful left tackle, really happy that he's here, but what he's doing in the classroom is right on. So thanks for asking about that.
Very intelligent idea.
It is a great idea, and it came to fruition.
Yep. So without a fall season, what are you doing to maintain a sense of team?
Well, we're very fortunate, Joe, in that we get a chance to really focus on our culture. So certainly there's an application on the field and in the weight room that we can utilize. But for us, more of it has always been, who are we culturally as a team? A team that is selfless, a team that looks out for each other, a team that is willing to give of themselves, all those things that are going to make them wildly productive as fathers and husbands and leaders in their own community. So now we get a chance to focus on that. Yes, we've been practicing, but a lot of it has been all of the off the field stuff, whether it's our career development or our volunteerism, anything that we can do collectively to feel like part of a family.
Yeah, those things are very important. And so in fall 2021, St. Thomas will begin playing D1 teams. How has your recruiting process changed since the July 15th announcement?
Well, and frankly, it even changed a little bit before that specific announcement. A lot of it is just centered around, we are going to be who we are. No matter where we are and who we play, we are the University of St. Thomas. We're the University of St. Thomas football team, and that's not going to change. The way that our culture is displayed is still going to be the same. Now, certainly the footprint might look a little different in terms of do you have a chance to go look at some guys that you didn't because the reach might be a little greater? Certainly, and we're working through that right now. The response has been tremendous. I mean, absolutely tremendous. And sometimes a little overwhelming. I mean, I'm talking about 500 to 600 unsolicited emails, text, DMs that come in each week. So to retain that culture and be able to scale it out to a larger footprint is what's been very, very exciting. But that's only one part of it. Like anything else, the recruiting goes on, but the focus really remains on what are we doing right now to make our team better, who's on campus.
Yeah, for sure. So you've had a lot of success at the D3 level. In the early years of this transition to D1, how will you spell success?
We'll see. I mean, people don't want to hear that, but when we got here and we did the same show 12 years ago, I gave a very, very similar answer. And, success and winning are not always synonymous. And I say that no matter what our record has been over the years, because there are times where you can move forward and have great successes regardless of what the scoreboard says. And there's other times, frankly, where the scoreboard might be gravely in your favor and you still don't feel like you're making the steps forward that you need to. So those two are not linked together. But there will be a lot of new things. And part of those new things are going to be how we grow and how we change to be successful in a totally different climate. And like I said, as long as we keep at the very core that we're the University of St. Thomas. And as long as I believe what my dad told me of it's not where you go, it's who you go with, we're going to be just fine.
Well, we're all very excited for the future.
As are we.
So, well, thank you, Coach Caruso, for coming in today.
Thank you.
Be sure to check TommieMedia.com for St. Thomas sports coverage. With Coach Glenn Caruso, I'm Joey Swanson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time in the locker room.